Taxi operators have given Johannesburg Mayor Dada Morero until Wednesday next week to respond to their demands. They say the city has failed to respond to their queries about payments due to them for surrendering their minibus taxis and operating permits to make way for the Vaya bus rapid transit system. For more on this now, we're joined online by Theo Malele, who is the spokesperson for the National Taxi Alliance. Thank you so much for your time. So let's start here. What actions do you plan to take if the mayor does not respond by the Wednesday deadline that has been given?
Well, the failure of the mayor to do that would then mean that members of the top 6 taxi management will have to regroup and strategize on what would the best way forward be, because their livelihoods have been seriously been hampered.
Mr. Malele, if you can just bring us up to speed with those demands, what specific demands have you made to Mayor Dada Morero regarding the payments?
You know, we have, as an industry, put to the mayor that those payments must be effected because the taxi operators were previously operating and they had to cease their licenses. And for that, they did not even get, some tradable value out of, ceding their operating licenses. And they've ceded their, minibus taxis that used to actually ensure that there is food on the table. And now that they had agreed with the city on this project to make the lives of taxi industry members better and to enhance the public transport system, they agreed to get into the BRT system even amidst those difficult times that the taxi industry had, undertaken. So it is important that the mayor gets back to the undertakings that they have done, made with the city to ensure that the Vaya and system or company is sustainable going forward.
And just how has this impacted your operations at ground level?
Well, there hasn't been much, capital to run, the system. You've seen the recent challenges that needed intervention of business rescuers. It has been very, very serious in that our operations at times were compromised in terms of, servicing people due to, unroadworthy, or not mechanically sound, operations where we, undertaking at the time.
And Mr. Malele, I want to pick your brain on this now. Following a spate of recent incidents in which patrollers associated with the taxi industry have allegedly harassed and fined motorists for having passengers in their cars, what is the response from the National Taxi Alliance regarding these allegations?
The National Taxi Alliance is very clear on this aspect. We abhor all acts of intimidation, criminality. This is sheer thuggery, and law enforcement agencies must actually step in and nip this in the bud. What people must do is to sit, strategize, come up with a strategy of ensuring that their businesses are actually, protected and enhanced. But we cannot just, move away from this subject matter without even, talking about some of the challenges that the taxi industry has been experiencing as a result of, pirating operators who come in many forms. One would be at the malls. People would be, coaxed to utilize transport. And because these, there are scouters who look for people that are actually heavily, laden with groceries, and they are asked if they needed transport. And obviously these people would say yes, and they won't even ask if the vehicle in question that would carry them is actually registered with any association. They would know all of those. And people are picked, and you'd realize that these are people not even belonging to meter taxi, nor the e-hailing services. And at the very same time, you've had the e-hailing that has been illegal in the country for 13 years, and you ask yourself, where has the authorities been? They've been in slumber. I mean, they should actually help, bring this, situation to order. We cannot, promote such acts, and so, we describe them as barbaric, and we really are distancing ourselves from this. And we want police, or rather law enforcement agencies to work closely with the taxi industry to ensure that we nip such and ensure that people are capacitated accordingly, and they should use, their minds more than their minds.
All right, Theo Malele, spokesperson for the National Taxi Alliance, thank you so much for your time this hour on the program.